Alright, people, welcome to Boardroom CFC channel. Yeah, I'm vexed. I'm even more vexed. This is like the next day after the Chelsea Brighton game. I couldn't even get myself. Yeah, I was even too tired. Couldn't even get myself to record the reaction video because it's just tiring. Really, what's the reaction video when you're just talking about hells upon hells? In my mind, I'm thinking I was gonna be a little bit much happier now, thinking Newcastle was gonna do the job against Arsenal, and then I could just be alright with City winning and everyone else losing. You know. But Arsenal had to do a late winner. We cover, yeah. So I'm vexed. I'm still angry. I thought I wouldn't be as angry as I was yesterday because that was just shambolic, fam. That was rubbish, bro. That was so much rubbish, bro. Whoever is in charge of those set pieces training needs, well, they need to check if my man knows what he's doing. That's number one. That's what I'm going to start with. Because, you know, this is a pure rant, and I'm going to be getting onto too many things, and this video might be long. So just get set and get ready for it. To any of you man that's going to watch it anyways. Yeah. Let's get started. Whoever the set piece coach is needs to get, I don't want to say sacked, but if my man needs training, then he needs to be sent on some training, because this guy does not know what he is doing. We've conceded so many goals from crossing, fam. Yes, it might not be set piece, but I'm sure the coach must have some arrangement to do with how you defend a cross. Like, the way I'm raging on the inside, the Arsenal game just made it worse. Yeah. But anyways, that set piece coach needs to be looked at ASAP. Because I don't know why Mandems are playing offside trap. I don't get it. Clearly, that does not work. I thought we highlighted this last season. I really thought we highlighted this last season, and we don't want to see that this season. Because I don't know what Mandems are doing setting offside trap when one man is clearly not following the line and is playing everyone else on. Like, what do you mean? How many goals are we gonna concede for people not keeping the line, not marking their man? Our B team dealt with us. The team that we scraped, we took everything from. Or if most of their players, fam. And yet, they still find a way to beat us. I'm not even going to get onto MARESCA so much, but I'm going to get onto him as well. Everyone is getting called out for this game. Everyone is getting called out. So you must want to tell me that we can't play without Cole Palmer. Is that what you must be trying to say? Bro, we can give credit to the first half all we want, because I've heard too many men talk about, yeah, the first half was good, but the end result is still the end result. It's not about how good the first half is, bro. Every single week we've complained about substitution of all sorts. I think there's more than just looking at MARESCA. Yes, MARESCA has his blame. I'm not taking anything about it. I'm not gonna take anything away from him. Yes, he's gonna get his own share of the blame. But even these players And I want to start with, I can't even, I don't know whether should I start with the red card or should I even start with this set of players that we have, because I think too many mans are protecting these players and they should not be protected, because they'll shift these mans are putting in. It's not good enough. It's not actually good enough. Like, come on. I don't want to hear that stuff that these mans are young. These guys are not young anymore. Let's stop saying that they're young. We keep saying is it when they're 30 something? That's when they're old, man. You all know the football age has dropped drastically. So let's stop saying this man's that young. Bro, 18-year-old Yamin Lamar, fam. I'm not even happy saying this or comparing players to this guy. 18-year-old Yamin Lamar, fam. So there's no excuse. You can't say this man's, how old is this man? 19, 20, 21. Yamin is 18 years old, fam. And he's doing bits in Barcelona. You must can come in and say, yes, it's La Liga. It's not the same thing as Premier League. But my man don't carry himself like that. Chalobah's how old, fam? 22, 23. And you must be trying to say, a man himself, him himself, Chalobah himself, came in the media to talk about we're not boys, we're not kids anymore, we're men. And what did he do? Go and get a red card in a game. Let's discuss the red card. Because 2 games in a row, exact same thing. 1-0 up or 1-0 down, or whatever it is, whether we're 1-0 up or 1-0 down, it does not matter. The guy is clearly on goal. Let him score. We keep defending a lead like it's the Champions League or the World Cup final, fam. That you have to clean a man out because you don't want them to score. Let them score and we will cycle and we'll go again with same 11 men so that MARESCA does not panic. Because MARESCA does not have a plan B. Man only comes with one plan, and that's what you see in the team sheet. And even after that, it's game over. The moment something changes, he's lost this, he's losing it, he doesn't know what he's gonna do. So let's stop. I'm looking more into the players. I'm not even going to talk about directive or owners and all of those stuff, directors and owners. I'm never going to talk about them because at this stage, that's not going to change anything. The owners and the directors ain't going to do anything. Just know that. They're not going to buy. The transfer window is up to January. They're not going to buy nobody. So why are we talking about that? We're making flimsy excuses, fam. I hear a couple months on different channel making excuses about, we should buy more players. You know what? I'm happy with this UFO rule, 1 player in, 1 player out. I'm happy with it. Because it's not about even buying the players, fam. Look at Setmans who spent 59 million, 60 ridiculous amount of money on, and you're trying to tell me we need to buy some more. Same set of man doing nothing. How many mans in a club sitting in their yard can't even play or get game time? Why? Because what? They fell out with the coach, fam. This is your job. This is their job, fam. So if we need to start calling players out, let's start calling them out because it's not even a thing anymore. This is so much joke. How can we lose how many games? 3 games in a row. Say 4, including Brentford, fam. Because that's just a hell, regardless, because it don't matter anymore now. I see man's talking about, the league is done. I get it. I see why. But it's still too early to quit. You can't be doing that. We can still go in this league. I know, yes, the points are far. Liverpool's drop points. It doesn't mean anything to us because if we had won against these guys, maybe. But nah. Bro, game management is if coach is panicking, bro, sure, the players are going to panic. Because it's literally game management. If you know the time, literally, even if it's like 70-something minutes, fam, there's still no reason for you to tackle a guy from behind or even try to get the ball. Let them go, let them score. Let us have enough mans on the pitch, enough to challenge and to play and to compete. Because that's what we're missing. We know MARESCA that we have does not have a plan B. Man only has one plan, and when it comes on, and if it doesn't work, everything else is out of the windows. His toys are out of the pram. And this is getting so much. I'm sick and tired of people saying these guys are young. They're not young as long as they're over 18. They're not young. These men are grown-up men, and they need to start playing like grown-up men. Some of these players get ridiculous amount of money. I'm not vexed about their money, bro. If you give me £1,000 a week, bro, I'm gonna tell you the work rate I'm gonna put in, even at my 30-something age, fam. And so I'm not here to be defending these young duns about, bro, I know what I was doing at 18 years old, fam. I know the shift and the work rate I was putting in. I'm playing the game more like my life depends on it. These players are not doing that. These players are not doing that. These players are not giving their all. There's no passion. There's no desire. Let's call it what it is. Let's call them out because there's no passion. There's no desire. Let's stop like backing them and covering them and giving excuses for them. Because the same way Yamin Lamar plays, the same way all of them man's Ferry Lopez, the same ways all those Barcelona Donnies are playing, fam. What's the excuse? Saka, fam. How old is Saka? Alright, yeah, it's not doing much, but they're younger. They're younger in different clubs that are doing bits, that are playing more, that are giving it their all. So it's not even about having men on the team. You might keep saying we need leaders. Leaders are not born, fam. Leaders are made. People rise up to become leaders. They're not just you don't just go and put some leaders somewhere. You know, even if the coach is not a leader enough, the players' self-belief. Bro, Cole Palmer has been carrying this team because why? Man has his own ambitions. Man has his own goals. Man has his own target that he wants to hit. So it's not even about whatever. We heard what man said in saying that he's not following the gaffer's instructions during the club World Cup final. That man did the whole thing and him alone destroyed PSG. So let's stop faffing around and saying, oh, the players are young. How long are they gonna be young for? Let's start calling their heads straight now. There's no time for this. There's no time for this. How long are we gonna keep doing this? I'm saying MARESCA don't care about the fans. Forget it. It doesn't care about the fans. Neither does the owner cares. They just wanna make their own money. And that's all it is. That's all it is. We need our players to start stepping up, to want this more, because nobody is calling them out. Yes, we call the likes of whatever, but Enzo fan. Yeah, we call the like of him. We call him out, and who else do we call out? Nobody else. No one else. Everyone is only excuse. Santos is a young guy. Tariq is young. No, bro. Tariq is older. Tariq is older than Yamin Lamar, fam. And look at what man's doing. I've said so much of his name too much. I'm tired of it. I don't even want to blame Gusto because man's not getting enough game time. So if he's sitting and just rocking up the bench, what do you expect from man? Mistakes upon mistakes. Man's throwing up diverse defenders. And man's because he can't trust a new player is brought in, is playing mans that are not going to impact the game. Making drastic subs. I told you man's last time. MARESCA, I don't know what MARESCA's goal is. If anybody knows, let me know. I'll keep asking every single time. Yes, we might go on. I don't even know if we play Benfica or we play any game. The next set of games are looking they're looking crazy. It's not Liverpool we want to face because those guys are more hungry. They don't care. Even that loss at Crystal Palace is going to vex them some more to come at us. So it's not looking good until this man's buckle up and tie up their trousers or their shorts and make sure that this game is beyond what it is, just making the weekly paycheck or just showing up. There needs to be more passion and desire. That's what I've said the Premier League is lacking over the years. Passion and desires. Too many men don't want to play for anything else. They just want to pay for the bag, pay for the money. That's it. There's no passion for the club. There's no desire for personal goals and ambition. Nobody is striving to be a leader. Look at the likes of Lampard, John Terry, ACN. The list goes on. Mikel Obi. The list goes on. Mans that took leadership as their own. If they're not being leaders in the club, they're doing it in their country. How many of these mans can we say is doing that? So let's stop. Let's stop calling them a kid. They're not kids. They're not children. They're not babies, fam. These mans are grown up, man. They are above 18. So you need to step up. The Premier League, the football age is dropped. The bar has dropped. So it's not that anymore. A 27, 28, 30-year-old man is going to be looking at retiring very soon. Because that's just what it is. It's not the youngest game. So if you're telling someone at 21, at 22 that he's just young, man's just young. Nah. There's so much more they need to learn. Yes, MARESCA needs to learn that set piece coach, whatever his name is. If you must know his name, put it in the comments. If you don't agree with me, put it in the comments. Let me see your reason. I'll reply to you. But now, we can't keep taking this anymore. We need to get our voice out there, because it looks like these fans are not hearing it. They don't care about the fans. Fans are coming here, we're all ranting every single time, but this man should still do exact same thing. Any man that don't care for this shirt, fam, for this badge, bro, should not be in that squad. I don't care. I don't need big names players, fam. I'm not them as I'll be like, oh, buy more players, buy more players. It's not point buying more players if your coach cannot even motivate them to play well or to do the simple things in football. Mark your man. Do not tackle the last man. If you're the last man, if he's on goal, just let him score. We regroup, we start all over again. That's it. No game management from top to bottom. Last week it was goalkeeper, now it's the centre back. Who is going to be next week, fam? And I don't know why my man wants to kill João Pedro up front, fam. You're going to take all the people that are going to supply in football, and what do you want him to do? Run the mark, carry the ball from the back up front. Come on, MARESCA, man. Come on. I don't know. And man's so stiff to his own. I don't even know the word for it. So locked up in his own ideas and ideology, fam, that he's not waking up to know that, bro, this game is no longer what you're trying to do. Your solutions, your plans, your tactics, they're not working. You need to sit back and watch the game all over again from a different perspective, because currently the perspective you have is not working. You can't even compete against the lack of Brighton, fam. Brentford, are you hearing the name? Bro, if it was Man City, I don't even rate Man City like that. Man City ain't even got anything this year. Forget all the play. It's not all about the level of player. And that's what I always rate when Leicester won the league. Because it's not about the names. It's about passion and desire. That's what football is. Whoever wants it more is going to get it. That's all it is. Whoever wants it more is going to get it. So Arsenal against Newcastle. Took out the players that were passionate about the game. Dropped in some mans that were not taken, and Arsenal decided they wanted it more, and they went for it. He's not even the squad. See, the names of mans on the squad and this Chelsea's team registered for this year are good enough to win the league. I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't care if they're not top ballers. If MARESCA can motivate them, get them passionate enough, get them to desire this game some more, I'm telling you, these mans are gonna do beats. It's not about the players. And that's why I always rate Messi and Ronaldo. It's not about talent. You can have talent, but if you're not hardworking, it's not going to mean nothing. We've seen so many players, talented, top skillers, but no hard work, no work rate. Ronaldo's working hard. That's why a man is still playing and some 18-year-old cannot even match him up in a race. Messi, at his old age, still doing bits. Even though, yeah, people say Messi is all talent, he's all talent. If he's not hardworking, he's not going to be where he's at. If he's not passionate, if he doesn't want this more than the rest of the other guys, he's not going to be there. Look at Hazard. I respect Hazard. I love Hazard. Hazard is my guy, fam. But when he got to Madrid, what did we see? That was the end of his career. Because why? He wasn't hardworking. Strolls into the training session whenever he wants, doesn't engage in any physical activity. Why? Yes. Hope this thing is still on. Yeah. Doesn't engage in any physical activity. So, and that's what it is. You're not going to last long. Yes, you might be able to showcase your skills there and there, but if you're not hardworking, it's not going to show. That's what sort of segments of this man's are lacking. Hard work, work rate, passion, desire, having personal goals. Forget what the coach's goal is. Forget what the club you're playing goal is. Forget it. Have your own set. Make sure you want to be the best in your position. And that's what we're seeing a lot. Nobody wants to be. There's no competition in that team. That's why when they sub another player on is as good as the guy not being on the pitch, bro. I'll keep doing like this. If you don't give one's game time, it is what it is. Nobody's gonna buy them, and because of this UEFA clause that 1 in, 1 out, we're gonna be in this trap for as long as whatever it is. And now Kopama is injured. Yeah, I'm actually, it's good so that we can see because my man has been carrying the team, he's been carrying the club by himself. Let's expose MARESCA and let's expose other players to really show that the level that they are. Everyone is getting it. Yes, big up Caicedo doing his own bit, but football is a team sport. It's not an individual thing. Yes, you fight together as a team. You have your individual goals, but you still fight together as a team. Humans need to be sharing these videos and be liking some of these videos so that these words can get to their mans. Because those mans are too complacent, man. They're chilling too much. That's the issue. And the coach is doing whatever. Sterling is there somewhere. Disasi is there somewhere. Because them mans don't even have the right attitude as well, neither. You can't turn up to training and be like, coach, you know what? I wanna rewrite my story. I wanna do a new thing. I'm not just gonna let my legacy die like that. Too many mans are just insurvive. They just want to live, chill. They don't want to win title wins. They don't want to break record. That's why Ronaldo and Messi have set the bar so high. And then other younger people are running, and then you're gonna be questioning, why am I not being called off a Ballon d'Or? Because you're not going the extra mile. Told you, it's a full rant session. I'm vexed. And you must need to let these mans know. If you have their contacts numbers, if you know their tags from, tag them into this. Because this is what they need. Those boys or those men need some motivation because they ain't got none. And it's showing on the pitch. And I don't know what MARESCA's job is or that set piece coach job is. That nonsense, that nonsense offside trap, fam. You can be letting a man like Danny Welbeck score again. Beating A-team, fam. Anyways, man. See you when I see you, man. Because this is just... I thought after one day I was going to be calm. Nah, I'm still not calm. And all of them, man's giving excuses. Directors, bro. They need to buy more players. Bro, you man's even listening to yourself. You man's watching this game. You think it's all about just buying players. Yes, I know that buying quality players do something, but it's not every time. It's not every time. Sometimes you can develop a player from grassroots to the top by hard working and work rate. Anyways, if you have a problem with that, put it in the comments. I'm done.